Governor Glenn Younkin is addressing the resignation of Virginia's Superintendent of Public Instruction. Jillian Balow stepped down yesterday after just a year on the job. Today, Tyler Lane asked the governor about her sudden resignation and what's next.
If you give a mouse a cookie.
Governor Glenn Younkin reads to second graders in Louisa County Thursday afternoon, answering some hard-hitting questions from the students.
So great question. He asked am I the owner of the school?
And we had our own questions for the governor, as this appearance comes one day after State Superintendent Jillian Balow, who was appointed by Younkin just a year ago, announced her resignation. Did you ask for Jillian Balow's resignation?
Well, so first of all, I want to thank the superintendent for her commitment to the Commonwealth. You know, she stood for excellence and she loves kids, and I couldn't ask for any better qualifications from her.
Balow's decision to step down came abruptly and without an explanation. As Virginia's top leader of public schools, Balow served as the Department of Education, aimed to end mask mandates, combat what they viewed as divisive concepts, fight pandemic learning loss, and empower parents. But as our political analyst Bob Holsworth points out, under Balow's leadership, the department faced controversy that even the governor previously acknowledged as frustrating. That includes a $200 million funding miscalculation impacting local school districts and errors in the state's rewrite of history standards.
And what you have seen has really been kind of a mistake after mistake that has, in some ways, I think the governor said he was disappointed, but in many ways he was embarrassed.
But the governor did not speak to those mistakes Thursday and did not answer whether he wanted Balow to step down.
And so we're moving forward to find the next state superintendent.
But yes or no, did you ask for the resignation?
So you know, part of what we are managing right now is the recognition we have a big transition, and education is hugely important. And we want to make sure that we have the best person that we can to do that. And I just am so appreciative of the superintendent's commitment to the Commonwealth. And I wish her the best in her next job.
But will you answer the question?
There we go. Yes, next.
Younkin says he's now working as fast as he can go to find a replacement.
As soon as I know something, we'll make sure everybody else knows. But it's a highly sought after position.
Now, in the meantime, the governor says his Secretary of Education, Amy Gadara, will be handling the duties of the state superintendent on a day-to-day basis. Here in Richmond, I'm Tyler Lane, CBS 6 News.
Thank you, Tyler. Now, the governor also spoke to the Louisa County High School baseball team today, almost 1 week after their teammate Chase Luck was killed in a car crash. The Luck family was also there. The crash happened on Bibb Store Road last Friday night and also left 4 other students seriously injured, including the driver. Troopers said speed is believed to be a factor in the crash, which remains under investigation.
An update to a problem solver story we first told you about Tuesday on the news at 6. The new principal at George Wythe High School is addressing parents' concerns about safety at that school. An RPS presentation shows just 14% of Wythe teachers said they felt safe in the school. In January, a photo circulated on social media showing what many believe to be a student holding a gun inside Wythe. Police investigated but found no threat inside the school. This George Wythe High School alum says he was supposed to take a trip out of state, but after he saw our story earlier this week, he decided to postpone his travel to attend last night's community meeting.
And when I seen this on TV, I said, I have to come and address this issue. Because, right, I'm a part of this community. But when they come to school, I understand you don't want to put them out of school, but one bad apple spoil holds the bunch. The whole bunch, it spoils it. And once one kid see one kid get away with something, oh, I can do that. They didn't do anything to him.
The new principal, Kevin Old, spoke about discipline at Wythe, saying he didn't want to suspend students because the school already has a chronic absentee problem. He says he wants to provide students with the least restrictive policy possible, hoping to change the narrative, he says, by highlighting positive stories at the school.
It was a cloudy but unseasonably warm day out there today.
But it's never far away, and the rain could be making a return before too long. Let's get an update on the forecast with Zach outside. Zach?
Yeah, it hasn't looked like much today, overcast skies, but it's felt great. The morning rain got out of here very early and left us with a nice warm air mass, mid-60s, and we've got another round of rain heading in for tomorrow, and tomorrow's round of rain is going to last longer to have a greater impact on the day. Let me show you what we've got outside right now, though, and temperatures are still very comfortable. Most locations are still in the low to mid-60s. The one exception is West Point, sitting at 59, and looking at what's going on as far as sky condition goes, just some cloud cover around. We have a cold front that'll be coming in tonight, and that's going to cool things off for Friday. And you can see the rain developing back across the Carolinas, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi. All that rain will be heading into Virginia during the day tomorrow. Tonight we'll dip down into the mid-40s for the overnight low temperature, so above normal for this time of the year to be in the mid-40s for a low. It'll be cloudy tonight. Rain won't arrive until around sunrise, and then it will rain off and on through most of the tomorrow, especially in the morning hours through early afternoon. A high of 55, and that 55 will likely occur after dark. And we'll have a chance after dark for an isolated thunderstorm, which could produce a damaging wind gust or two. Again, it is a very conditional threat. You have to get the warm air in here. Not sure it's going to be able to make it this far north. We'll talk more about that hour-by-hour forecast and what's in store for the weekend for us straight ahead.
Thank you, Zach. The unseasonably warm weather you heard Janine refer to is causing some plants and fruits to bloom early here in Virginia. We reached out to several local strawberry farms, including Agriberry in Hanover. Owner Ann Geyer says their strawberries are already blooming about 30 days earlier than usual. So you will see fresh berries at farmers markets and in local stores. And Hickory Ridge Farm in Chesapeake will start their strawberry picking season 2 weeks early on April 1st. And farmers say with strawberries blooming early, it makes their season a little longer, and that could mean better supplies and even lower costs at your store.
That's good news.
Yeah, it's
Yummy
very sweet
strawberries.
news.
All right, making sure every child has a book to read. Today was Read Across America Day. The surprise one organization had for kids at Chimborazo Elementary as a way to celebrate, and the unique connection one volunteer has to the school and RPS.
And some super sharp readers at Reed Elementary School in Richmond. They put Janine and me through our paces today. What books we got to read and the warm reception we got straight ahead. Sean, it'll warm your heart.
I'm waiting for that. Coming up in sports, one of the changes Major League Baseball made this offseason that might not include those in the minors. Plus, the National Honor John Marshall's head basketball coach received on the eve of his team playing in the state playoffs. But first, your Rosie's play of the day, where history was made in the National Women's Soccer League. 18-year-old Alyssa Thompson was selected #1 by the Angel City FC. She becomes the youngest player and the first high school student to be drafted #1 overall in league history. Last October, Thompson made her debut for the U.S. national team in a friendly against European champion England at London's Wembley Stadium, subbing in for Megan Rapinoe, who was on the U.S. team that won the 2019 World Cup.
18 years old.
And juggling high school, still is in high school, but is juggling that and then will turn pro.
Today is Dr. Seuss's birthday, also known as Read Across America Day. It's a day many celebrate by heading to schools to read to children. And among those reading to kids at Chimborazo Elementary School today, a former RPS student who has dreams of coming back on a more permanent basis. Our Cameron Thompson shares her story.
Thank you for having me in your class today.
Inside of Chimborazo Elementary Thursday.
You guys ready for the book? Yeah!
A special guest drops in on Miss Lackey's kindergarten class.
So the book is called The Queen of Kindergarten.
As with her audience all crisscrossed and applesauced on the carpet, Chloe Higgins takes the 5-year-olds through a story of the importance of being a queen.
But not in a image-based aspect of things, but also being kind to one another, talking to friends, also helping out, one another as well.
Thursday's Storytime was part of National Read Across America Day, and Higgins was among the featured readers in an event put on by the Urban League of Greater Richmond.
Our whole focus is around empowering people to do better within their community.
Who, along with bringing in some Richmond city and school leaders, bought enough of these 3 books for every kindergartner in Richmond and Petersburg public schools.
A lot of the books deal with self-image. Each and every child is a king or a queen. And so we want to stress that, especially when they're starting to learn about education.
As for Hagens, taking part in the day is part of a journey that could see her come full circle.
Coming back to the school is the most important thing.
As an RPS grad herself, she's currently studying to become not only a kindergarten teacher.
Children are the pivotal aspect of our community. Building that foundation at a young age is important for them to become the doctors, the lawyers, and all of the people that we strive to see in our community.
But one in RPS, saying in a system with so many black and brown students, representation among their teachers matters.
Also, I chose RPS because they allowed me to cultivate my voice and put me in spaces and places to be who I am today.
What did you guys think of the book?
Good. I love it.
And as the reviews to the book come in, Hagens hopes her little listeners know that they matter.
That 8 hours that they're at school is kind of just like a way to be free and cultivate the best version of yourself.
And in total, the Urban League actually gave it around 1,800 books here in Richmond and Petersburg, and say this was their first year doing this event. They plan to make it an annual thing. In Richmond, Cameron Thompson, CBS 6 News.
And as a part of Read Across America Day today, both Janine and I spent part of the morning sharing stories with students at Richmond's Reed Elementary School. I got to read The Little Engine That Could, one of my favorites, and How Do Dinosaurs Say Goodnight, to third grade students in Ms. Davis and Ms. Crowell's classes. Also thanks to Stephanie, Farah, Gabby, Marco, Sanaya, and Raquel and Nikolai for the warm welcome.
And I want to give a huge shout out to the fourth graders in Miss Gorno's class and all the third graders in Miss Cox and Miss Weber's class. I happened to read the book I Am Enough by Grace Byers, reminding everyone, even all of you at home, that we are all perfect just the way we are. And guess what? We are enough.